Hi everybody, I'm Carmen Alana Tibbetts. Welcome to the Agosia Art Studio. I know that I haven't been posting very much for the past couple years, but I have been busy. One of the things that I did is I started shifting my focus a little bit, and I wanted to spend more time making patterns for people because I know a lot of people are interested in doll making and they're interested in works, and I have gotten so many requests over the years for patterns. Now, some of you that have been following me for a while may know that I made my first pattern quite a while ago. I'm going to say maybe 3 years ago. And that was Rocio the Raven. And so I have him here. He's a handsome guy. And so the pattern for him is available. And my whole idea with these guys was that I could provide a pattern with detailed instructions so that you would be able to make a doll the way that I do. So I recommend using recycled clothing, and this guy is made from wool and silk and a variety of other things. And one of the big things for me in waiting to do patterns, especially birds, is that I didn't have a good way to do the beaks. So I experimented for years and years and years and years, and finally I came up with a way to do it with cereal box cardboard. So that's what this is here. So my whole idea with the patterns was to have a basic body, and this is what I call the basic bird body, the Agosia Arts basic bird body. So it has, all the joints, knees, hips, hands, and then the hands are wired so you can move them. And he has the head joint so his head can move back and forth. And he's quite the guy. He's been very popular and he's wonderful. And one of the things that I've been doing the past 2 years is making 2 more patterns. So this guy was done in gray, so I made the body and the head in gray, obviously. But from now on, I'm going to be making patterns with a white body. So I have this guy here. This is Augustine the owl, and he has a little hoodie here to give him the look of a snowy owl. He's quite the guy. And so this is the same body. This is the Agosia Arts basic bird body, but in this case it's made out of white wool. So the first bird that I made with this body was actually not Augustine. It was Selestina the swan, and I used the exact same body. And let's see, I've got Celestina's head over here. Here it is. So I made the pattern, published it. It's available on Etsy. You can get it. It's a downloadable PDF. So all of the instructions were how to make this head, this beak, which is again made out of cereal box cardboard. And it's really an adaptable technique. It's not one that I use for my art dolls here, but it's something that anybody could do at home with a little bit of practice, get a really good result. I think that these came out really well. And that was one of the things. I waited to do patterns until I know that I could give you a pattern and an instruction that you would have a certain level of success, because who wants to make something and it turns out looking like crap? Nobody wants that. So Celestina the swan was first, and she was on this same body. And this is all just wool and silk and all the usual sorts of things. And then when I was done with Celestina, I popped her head off and made a whole new head. So the thing with the patterns is you buy the pattern for the body separate from the pattern for the head and the clothes. So for Celestina, I'm going to put this guy down here for a second. You get the pattern for the head, and then this will fit onto the body. So if you make your body first and then you make your head, you can make it to fit exactly the size of your body. And then you also get the pattern and instructions for this beautiful coat. And in this case, I made it out of silk with these wonderful little ruffles and little bead dangles. So each pattern has a head and the clothing that goes with it. And that's how I did Rocio the Raven, right? So you have the body separate, and then it's Rocio's head and his little beaded jacket here. So I know that you might have seen Rocio in the past, but you hadn't seen Augustine or Selestina, and she's quite pretty. She's a very elegant lady. And the thing that's interesting about Augustine is those gorgeous eyes, and I give you instructions on how to make those eyes. And actually, if you've been paying attention, you notice that I put a tutorial up recently about how to make those beautiful bird eyes. So he's a handsome guy. Selestina is gorgeous. Rocio is gorgeous. And you can make one of your own. So those patterns are available at Agosia Arts Digital on Etsy. And I've given you lots and lots of instructions. There's lots of private videos, everything that you need to guarantee your success and make something beautiful of your own. So if you have any questions, definitely let me know. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.